Let's visit Horsham District.
Hello, I'm Luna.
And I'm Annalise.
And we're from Whistlestop Arts and we're embarking on our Visit tours.
Visit is a series of short films highlighting different areas across Horsham District. Join us as we discover more about the local heritage, countryside and meet local business owners and residents who will share their passion for the places where they live and work.
Getting out and about couldn't be easier. If you're travelling by car, Horsham District Council offers an annual parking disc that can be used in 12 HDC managed car parks in the market towns and rural parts of the district. And currently it's only £15 for the whole year.
There are numerous bus routes and train stations across Horsham District. You'll find links on the Visit page of our website, whistlestoparts.org.
We love to walk, and with the South Downs and the Downs link running across Horsham District, you're spoilt for choice for getting out onto those footpaths and bridleways. Great to hear the birds, see local wildlife and experience the seasons.
If, like us, you like to learn more about the history of the places you visit, you'll love the heritage trails. Each one dedicated to a different area of the district, including sites of special interest and stories from all eras of the area's past. There are walks for all levels and the trail leaflets can be downloaded for free from the Horsham Museum's website.
Each episode is accompanied by a podcast featuring more about our walk in the area and also a craft activity that you can take part in at home, highlighting some of the wonderful things you can experience in the villages and towns.
We hope that everyone will get out and explore more, and we've created a fun passport for you to take with you on your visit across Horsham District.
You can download everything for free from the Whistlestop Arts website, as well as picking up a paper copy of the passport from shops in the featured areas.
Whether you want to hit the high streets, visit local attractions or immerse yourself in the glorious landscape, Horsham District will not disappoint.
We're off to explore this stunning area. Why not join us for the journey? Welcome to Sullington and Storrington.
Today we start our walk here at St Mary's Church in Sullington before we head up onto the South Downs National Park.
And down into Storrington to explore the museum, shops and eateries.
Eateries, talking about eating. Shall we get out of this cold, windy weather, head over to the cafe in Sullington Manor Farm?
Good idea. I don't need my coat.
But first, Luna, tell me what you know about Sullington's church.
St Mary's Church dates back to around 1050, with additions and alterations in both the 12th and 13th centuries. It's nestled beneath the downs and sits under the protective branches of these vast yew trees, which date back to the 9th century.
Nature truly amazes me. If those trees could talk, I bet they'd have some secrets to share.
Hi, I'm Anna Kittle and we're here on Sullington Manor Farm in the Old Workshop Cafe, where we have 5 holiday cottages, a wedding reception venue, and we're here on the beef and arable farm.
And I'm Gail Kittle, I'm Anna's mother. I was party to repairing this barn. It's a 1550 barn built by Edward Shelley, who was in Henry VIII's household. But repaired in 2015 and turned from the farm workshop into a cafe. Our wedding reception barn is much larger, twice the size of this one, and parts of that are 1450, so pretty old. Here at the Old Workshop Cafe, we're open on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays, and we welcome everybody and we try to cater for everybody's requirements as well. What is particularly amusing is that nearly every day we have somebody who comes in and says, well, I've lived in the area for 30 years and I never knew this was here, and isn't it lovely? Obviously they mean our cakes, but as well as that they mean the setting and the downs and the historic church and the general ambience of this historic farmstead.
And in our holiday cottages, we have people that come from all over the world to use, and they use our tennis court and outdoor swimming pool. They collect the eggs in the morning from our chickens with the children. And we also have lots of people commenting on our cake of the day, which we do on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, which is a new cake every day we're open.
Quite a challenge. But it is, we vary the menu every week. We vary the cake choices every day, but the cake of the day is actually a new and different cake every single day that we're open. So some people come in and that's what they want. They just want the cake of the day. I saw it and I want to eat it.
And today it's the torta caprese, which is ground almond and dark chocolate chunks, which is gluten-free and very delicious.
Served with a blob of creme fraiche.
Yeah, a dollop.
A dollop.
My favourite thing to do in Storrington and Sullington is to walk up to the South Downs Way and see the beautiful scenery and then come back and have a cup of tea and a piece of cake. What about you?
I like doing that. I like taking a picnic on the Downs.
Oh.
And you can get a picnic from the Old Workshop Cafe as well. But one of my favourite things about Sussex, and this area of Sussex in particular, are the proximity of the beaches and the different styles of beaches that there are, and also the historic houses and the gardens that go with them.
After some light refreshments, you can follow the footpath out across the farmland.
We're following one of the heritage trails, so we shouldn't get lost.
There is a bit of a hill climb coming up, but I promise you that the views at the top are worth it.
Let's wait for the wind to drop before we meet up with Kate.
So my name's Kate Drake and I'm the Health and Wellbeing Officer for South Downs National Park. And my role is very much around engaging new audiences to come into the National Park, to go for walks, to take care of the National Park, to get out as a way of improving and supporting people's health, physical and mental health and their well-being. I'm delighted to be here in South Downs National Park, very close to Storrington, on a gorgeous, gorgeous summer's day. If you listen, you can hear the skylarks in the distance. Just singing away to themselves. So it's such a beautiful day, and if you look over into the distance you'll see various locations in the park. You've got Arundel Castle just over there, you've got Angmering Woods over there, and over to that area you've got Chantonbury Ring, and it's a 100-mile walk, and people take days to walk across it or just take short snippets of time just to walk, and it's amazing what you can see on your way. And it's also really lovely because you can then drop down into some of the villages that you might find along the way. Obviously Storrington being one of those villages, and go in there for a cup of tea or a drink and some food. The National Park is the newest national park in the UK, so it's 10 years old. It had its anniversary last year. And what makes it so unique is the fact that it's the most populated national park. So the park and the landscape live side by side with people, with farmers, with agriculture, and also with biodiversity.
Thanks, Kate. I loved hearing the skylarks before we head on down into Storrington.
Old Mill Square looks interesting. You can pick up your weekly shop from here.
Absolutely, and there's a car park close by. Did you know that there's a duck race here once a year?
What? Real ducks?
No, don't worry, they're not real. It's just a bit of summer fun.
more independent shops for us to explore on the high street.
And lots of places to eat and drink.
What are we going to see at the end of this Twitten, Luna?
We're going to visit Ian, who owns Stable Antiques, facing the village hall. You might have seen the shop before on TV. It's a favourite with treasure hunters.
I'm excited to explore and have a good rummage.
Hello everyone, welcome to Stable Antiques. This is a shop in Storrington. We're out a little bit out on a limb at West Street, opposite the village hall. We've been here for 28 years running the shop. Sorry, this is our 28th year running the shop. We're a large antique store that sells antiques, furniture, bric-a-brac. We've got 35 stall holders on 2 floors. A whole variety of stuff continually coming in. We've got a large customer base. I would recommend to anybody to come and visit us, probably once every 3 weeks or so, 3 to 4 weeks, and look at what we've got to sell. And that can be anything. A lot of people come in here and really enjoy the rummage, searching underneath the shelves and the tables and looking for something that somebody else might not have seen, and grabbing a bargain. Come to Storrington because it's a great place to shop. We have a whole variety of shops and indeed to spend time, whether you want to eat. There are some public houses, but also there are the likes of the tea rooms, which I know have a significant following of people. Joanna's and Vintage Rose, both of which are great places to spend time at your leisure. Storrington's steeped with history. It's and Stable Antiques, the building that we reside in, is one of the older buildings in the village, and indeed it has been over the years, going back 250 years or more, stables for brewery, dairy, bakery and funeral directors. It's a great building and retains a lot of its original features. We've got a well downstairs, even a dog kennel underneath the stairs. It's just a great building, and it's difficult to imagine that it could be anything else other than an antique shop, because it would be a shame to take away the cobblestone floors.
Lovely to chat with Ian. He rings the bells in St Mary's Church too.
My name is Stuart Duncan. I'm the chairman of the Storrington District Museum. I'm also the chairman of the Storrington Local History Group, but we're all here based at the museum, at the old school. This is our 21st anniversary. We're very fortunate to have a building within the local community that we can share our artefacts and our history of the village, and we welcome all residents to come in and see what's available. We run things like the old school reunions as well, so welcoming back people into the community that were once in this building because it was the old school. Lots of other things that go on here as well. We provide talks, we go outside and do walks around the village and within the South Downs as well. And it's very much a community that we have together, and there's always places for people to come and do stewarding, if they want to be more involved, research if they're interested in local history as well. So there's an abundance of stuff that is available for people to spend their time during the day or evenings as well, or some research that they want to do in their own time. It's a great area for shopping. There's lots of different types of shops around that you can come in and see, and it's very good to have that. It's all very welcoming. We have car parks available. It may not look like that when you come through the village, but there are places to go to that you can stop off and stare. There's places to have coffees, there's meals. It's a really good community to be there. So within the area itself, there's lots of opportunities to go out walking. We've had Sullington Warren that's available, Parham House that's just down the road, which will be open with beautiful gardens to come and visit. Or just to be up on the South Downs as well. There's so many walks and so many places you can go as a family or collectively or individually, just to lose yourself in the history and the beauty of the South Downs itself.
Always nice to hear a bit of local history. Thank you, Stuart.
And interestingly, Cicely Mary Barker, author and illustrator of the Flower Fairy books, lived just near here off Church Street.
There have been several famous residents in the area, and Cicely's ashes were scattered in the graveyard.
I hope that the local fairies come and visit often.
Just up the road is Parham House, the Elizabethan property and gardens that we can explore. And in the next village of Amberley, you can visit the Industrial Museum and discover more about trains and the vehicles of the past, as well as learning about our craft heritage and following the nature trails.
Talking of walks, Annalise, fancy going to walk some donkeys?
Always.
Great, we'll call up East Clayton Farm, book a donkey and explore their site.
Well, isn't this Riverside Walk so peaceful and lovely? I know, a great place to relax, listen to the birds, and it's just off the high street. And the perfect spot for us to finish our time in Storrington and Sullington. So where are we off to next? Let's get the map. Okay.
As with all of the Visit series episodes, there is an accompanying postcard craft activity you can download to create at home.
The set of 6 postcards depicts some of the things we saw on our visits to the villages and towns across Horsham District.
Perfect to send to friends or to keep as a memento after your visit.
And don't forget to pick up your passport too, available to download or collect from shops in each area.
The Visit Horsham District series was commissioned by Horsham District Council and created by Silvertip Films and Whistlestop Arts in collaboration with Horsham TV.
For more information and links to the places that we visited in the series, go to whistlestoparts.org, where you'll also find podcasts of our walks in the areas and craft resources.